easy, simple to get elected and reelected as a Democrat, as a socialist, as a
Gavin Newsom is a socialist.
As a coddle criminals. Has he condemned Mondami? Has he condemned what's going on here?
Stop just throwing whatever on the wall about this. You're just using buzzwords.
I guess the best way to fight fire is with fire, just less fascism.
Democrats have been accused of being complacent and reactive, always one political step behind, or so it seemed. Well, tonight, maybe the listening tours have broken through, at least on one topic, at least in one state, California. That's where Governor Gavin Newsom is calling an audible, launching the Democrats' biggest gamble yet to try to fight back against Trump. And he is doing it, well, through the art of the troll.
Governor Gavin Newsom, governor of the state that has the fourth largest economy in the world, the state that, where the saying goes, where California goes, so does the rest of the nation, is doing an awfully good job at taking the fight to Donald Trump and not just responding. His latest are his posts that he's putting out, and he's doing it in the style and the format of Trump. The latest says, in his all caps, as Trump always on Truth Social posts in all caps in a rambling way that normally you see that post and you're just like, what lie is there going to be? What threat is there going to be now? But instead, coming from Gavin Newsom, you read it with a good chuckle and a hope that when you start to take the bully to the bullier, things will change. His post says, as many know, Donald Taco Trump, author of The Art of the Deal, a book he should return to the library, just missed the best deal in history. He always chickens out tariffs, China, but even a chicken should know a good deal when he sees one. Your favorite governor, Gavin Christopher Newsom, offered the best, most amazing deal in history. Stop rigging Texas maps, and California won't make ours beautiful. Sadly, but no surprise, Donald was too weak, little hands to even write me back no deal, and no deal equals perfect, beautiful maps that will end his presidency. Soon he will not be 47. Patriots will take back Congress. Many say I should run for speaker. I won't. Make the maps great again. Liberation Day tomorrow. Thank you, GDN. All in the style of Trump, but this one, pro-democracy, anti-fascism, and we know it's getting under Trump's skin. How do we know that? In part because Trump decided to send ICE outside the press conference that Gavin Newsom had, showing how much he realizes Gavin Newsom is a threat, because you don't need to send ICE to intimidate and try to show force if you're already winning.
This morning, uniformed armed Border Patrol agents outside the entrance to the Japanese-American National Museum that just happens to be the location of a news conference by Governor Newsom. And those agents went to work. A strawberry vendor taken into custody.
Today, Customs and Border Protection is conducting roving patrol duties here, as you can see, in downtown Los Angeles. This is a location that we have conducted these roving patrol duties for the past 2 months. We've been here over 2 months, and as you can see today, we did make an apprehension just a few feet from where I'm standing.
Was Border Patrol in place because of Gavin Newsom's planned announcement to redistrict California in favor of Democrats? They would not respond when asked directly by NBC4 and later by NBC4 Investigates. But the swift arrival of Mayor Bass with her own answer.
Mayor Bass, you're live on NBC4 right now. You do not believe that this just happened to be a coincidence?
There is no way this was a coincidence. This was widely publicized that the governor and many of our other elected officials were having a press conference here to talk about redistricting, and they decided they were going to come and thumb their nose in front of the governor's face.
And she was joined by leading Democrats on Capitol Hill who were here to support Newsom's plan.
It's not a coincidence. I mean, Trump is all about spectacle. He's trying to intimidate. But guess what? Californians don't get intimidated.
You know, are they here to arrest the governor and the senators? I'm sure Trump would like to. And he seems to regard these ICE agents as his own personal political police.
You know, Gavin Newsom is getting under Donald Trump's skin because Trump is so thin-skinned that Rosie and Donald made an offhand comment about the number of marriages he had on The View 10 plus years ago, and Trump is still so upset that he just threatened to denaturalize her. So you compare that to Gavin Newsom really ridicule him in public about the absurdity of his Truth Social posts and winning against him. Because the fact is that Trump did try to call the governor of Texas and try to get those 5 extra congressional seats. I mean, here's the thing. If the Republicans don't think they can win congressional seats in Texas, I mean, the most red Republican state there is, it's because they know how badly they're losing. They know, Trump knows how badly he's losing. He's well aware of his polls and what critics are saying about him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be trying to cheat the system. But they forgot that California, although California does have independent commissions, I mean, our districts for the past 14 plus years have been decided by independent districts because the voters really cared about our democracy. But Gavin Newsom is going to play fair. He's not going to just try to change the commissions himself. He's bringing it to the voters for the voters to decide. And this will only get triggered if Texas does what it does. That has to get under Trump's skin, that Newsom outmaneuvered him, because if Texas thinks that they can just pick up those seats, California is going to certainly be able to match that and outmaneuver Trump from the steal that he was trying to have for the midterms.
Governor Gavin Newsom at the Japanese American Museum and its Center for Democracy, flanked by Senators Adam Schiff, Alex Padilla, along with labor union leaders, kicking off their special election campaign this November to redraw the boundaries of California's 52 House seats with the goal of eliminating 5 GOP seats. Now, this is in response to what Republicans in Texas are doing at the behest of President Trump. That is to redraw their maps to eliminate 5 Democratic House seats in the Lone Star State. This is all about next year's congressional election, where Democrats hope to gain a majority in the House of Representatives, which would effectively shut down the president's legislative agenda. The governor is saying that the new borders will go before our voters in a special election, and that will only last for 3 election cycles, after which the job will return to a civilian redistricting commission. Those inside the rally today were made aware of the mobilization of immigration agents outside the news conference in the Democracy Plaza. I asked the governor about that during a press conference after the rally.
Could you speak to the ICE action outside the news conference?
It's pretty sick and pathetic. And it just said everything you need to know, the setting that we're under. That they chose the time, manner, and place to send their district director outside right when we're about to have this press conference. Said everything you know about Donald Trump's America. Wake up, America. Wake up. You will not have a country if he rigs this election. You will have a president who will be running for a 3rd term. Mark my word. I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I received in the mail a Trump 2028 hat from one of his biggest supporters. These guys are not screwing around. The rules do not apply to him. The most corrupt president in history. It's a lawless president. Wake up, America. Wake up to what's going on.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.